everyone. Now that I've got all of my sequences and my titles, I'm going to prepare my credits. And I'm going to do that by first creating a document where I'm going to keep all the URLs from my pictures. As usual, we will begin with the date, 1409/22 for today, all about me URLs. That means that what we're going to do is collect them from our comments section on each of the images used in my project. We're doing this now because a lot of you have replaced pictures, and of course all of the URLs should be in the comments. So rather than right-clicking on each one and going to the details, I'm going to make sure that it's visible down here. I can actually increase this if I want to see more of the different fields. But with two lines here, I can see what I need. Now, in order to simplify things, I'm simply going to highlight, Control-C, and then jump over here, Control-V. And I'm going to do that over and over, getting each of my pictures' URLs. I want to see a document that's got the complete URLs, and then we will extract the part that we actually want to show in the credits. So let me go ahead and do that one by one. This is going to take a little bit of time. Notice that the comments is now not visible for this one, so let's just increase that to 3 lines and Control-C copy. Now it may be tempting just to take the part that we need, which is just this right here, but I would really like to see a document that's got all the URLs so I can Control-click and go directly to the picture at any time. So let me go ahead and collect the rest of these. Okay, now that I have the entire list of URLs, I could do some things to make them all one line. That might make it a little easier. Making the page setup, since this is not really going to be printed, say 1/2 inch for each of the margins, gives me a little more room. And in fact, that made all of them except this one all one line. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to copy the entire list and put a little break here, short URLs, and paste them again, and then begin to clean up all of the URLs. So I'm going to delete everything after the .com or the .net or .org or whatever it is that it begins with. Okay, so now that I've got my list of shortened URLs, I do notice that this is repeated each time. So what I think I'd like to do is go ahead and replace that with a null value. Okay, so now that I have the entire short list here, what I want to do is do a find and replace for just the part that gets repeated each time. Since we see that on every single one, I'm going to Control-C copy that and see if I can't find and replace that with just a space or maybe even nothing. And if we do a replace all, what you'll see is that it actually got rid of that for us, and we can then just copy and paste this into our actual credit text box. So I'm going to Control-C copy all of my short URLs and then go to my project. So I'm going to go over here to my period project and go to the video. I'm going to open the most recent version of my video. And then press Control-T on my keyboard after going to a blank spot on one of my sequences. So Control-T for my titler. I'm going to call this credits. And then this text box is going to be a little different. I'm going to make it very long, longer than one screen worth. And this is the roll crawl options. So because I want it to be a rolling credit, just like at the end of the movies, I'm going to have it start on the screen and end on the screen, so don't check mark those. And then for right now, put in 30 frames each for these numbers. And you'll see what that does in just a second. Basically, this will be on the screen for 1 second, 30 frames worth. Take 1 second to accelerate, 1 second to decelerate, and then stay on the screen for a second before ending. Now I can draw my text box. I'm going to go ahead and start in this corner. And normally this would be considered as much as you could fit on the screen, but I'm actually going to drag it down, down, down. And now you can see that this scroll bar is able to be moved. And so our text box is actually longer than 1 page worth. Then when I Control V paste in here, I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to say center these, and then scroll my size down until I get 1 line each. Now that's about as small as I would like to go for the general list. So now I need to scroll down, and what you'll notice is that you don't get all of them on there just yet. So I'm going to take this and make this text box bigger, and then scroll down. It can actually be a little easier if you make this narrow. You can see more of it at once, just temporarily. And I'm going to come down here. Now I do see one of them here that is a little bit too long for 1 line. So I'm going to go ahead and widen this back out so I can see it. I'm going to find where that 1 line is. Okay. So I'm going to take this. I just need to get 1 more character to fit on there. So I could drag it. In this case, I'm just going to type in 1 smaller font, 52, 51 perhaps, 50, and there it goes to 1 line. So that's a very small difference between them, not really noticeable. But now I have a nice, smooth scrolling box. It's got every single one of these. And all I'm going to do is go ahead and put a thanks to the following websites. Now this being my title of this credit, I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to keep it nice and simple, black and white, default font. Just want to get those scrolling by on the screen. So as usual, we cannot see it right away until we put it on our timeline. If you double click over here in this asset that we've made, it'll bring it back up. But notice how it's very hard to read on top of pictures. So for this simple version of our video, we're going to just use black backgrounds. And then we will build our master using all of those.